All right. Troy, y'all ready to turn it on? Okay. Good evening. I would like to call the regular meeting of the Satsuma City Council to order for our February the 6th, 2024 meeting. We appreciate all of you coming tonight, and I think we know the reason most of you are here, and we will get you in and out of here pretty quickly. So we do appreciate you attending tonight. As we call the meeting to order, we would like to remind you, if you have cell phones, that's fine. Just please either turn it off or silent so that it doesn't interrupt the program when we're trying to call out the names or take the pictures. For the few of you that are the first time attending here tonight, because several of the kids have been recipients of this award in the past, so we see some familiar faces out here and some people who's been to the meetings. We always open our meetings with a quick invocation followed by the pledge. So momentarily, I'm going to ask you to stand. Please remove your hats. We'll give a quick invitation. Tonight is my turn, so I promise you it'll be quick. And then we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance followed. So we're going to ask those students who I know can say it, because we've seen some of them do it on TV before. Y'all help me as we get this pledge started, and then we will do a few things that we have to do in order to make the meeting official and how we follow the Robert's Rules of Orders, but we can do that in 5 to 6 minutes, and then we will get y'all up and out of here before you have to stay for the not-so-fun part of the council meetings. So again, we do appreciate y'all coming, and we'll come back to you in just a minute. So with that being said, if you would, please stand, remove your hats, and I will say a quick word of invocation. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask that you be with us here tonight. Please help us to address the needs and concerns of our city. We pray for those in our city who have lost loved ones, those who have the medical issues. We ask that you watch over all of our citizens and our city employees as they do their business. Please be with us tonight. We thank you for all the help you've given us in our area. It's in your precious name we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you for the help from all those young people out there. Well, I heard them all, so sound like they got the pledge down pretty good. If you would, Jessica, please give us a roll call.
Present.
Councilmember Butler.
Present.
Councilmember Skelton.
Present.
Councilmember Reese. Councilmember Phillips.
Here.
Mayor Barlow.
Here. Please let the record reflect that all the elected officials, with the exception of Ms. Reese, are in attendance. Tonight, the fire chief is out of town at a conference, and Jay has Mr. Nick representing the firm in his place tonight, so we appreciate you coming, and let it reflect the other department heads from the police department, building, and public works are here in attendance. The next thing we have is the approval of the agenda, and we have a really small agenda tonight, so if you would, if I can get a motion to approve the agenda as distributed.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Little. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay, the minutes from our January the 23rd, 2024 regular meeting was emailed to y'all earlier today. It's also in your packet of information that's here in front of you. It should be in the second tab. I looked over them and we made a couple of small corrections, and I think we sent those out in an email to all of you earlier today. And if there are any corrections, additions, deletions, or anything else, please let me know. We will make that. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Phillips. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay. Tonight is the night we have the key kids here, and speaking from the council, we would like to congratulate each of those for the award they've got. We would also like to thank the parents and grandparents and all who are in attendance here tonight that help make our school system what it is. This is a fun night. We always look forward to seeing the students and watching them grow, and Some of them, like I said, have been here before, so for those, we congratulate you, and on the first-time people, congratulations, and we will get up, and you're welcome to take a picture. It's kind of informal. At the conclusion, we'll usually take about 3 to 5 minutes and let everybody, if they want to mix and mingle for just a minute or take another picture or come by, we will kind of recess just for a couple of minutes and then go into our regular order of business. So with that being said, I've got helpers here from Robert E. Lee, and I will come up and we will call out the names and get y'all going, okay? Yep. You want to look over some of this? Had that for you there.
What you doing, man?
Got just a moment of technical difficulty. Apparently the batteries didn't come on whenever he went to activate the speaker out here that we have. In case we have any of the students that want to say anything. Thank you, George. Okay, Ms. Freeman, we're going to start with kindergarten. Okay, the first one tonight is Paxton Parnell. Paxton, hey, come on up here, buddy. Hey, buddy, congratulations. I want you to hear you are. Let's turn around here. Hey, come, there you go. Paxton, tonight, and you get your award. You come around here by Ms. Freeman. Miss Jessica is going to give you an award. You go up there. There you go. We're right on around here in front of those guys. Go right. There you go. Thank you, Captain.
Way to go, man. Good job.
Good job. Okay, our next recipient, Clifton Weaver. Clifton. Hey, there you go. Hey, buddy. Congratulations. Turn around there and let Mom get a picture of us. Right there. Got it? Good. Hey, come on around here right here by Miss Freeman. There you go. Good job. Nora Wilson. Hey. Hey, you girl, turn around here and let Mom get a picture. There, congratulations. Sawyer Stewart. Sawyer. Congratulations, Sawyer. There you go, buddy. Turn around and go by this. There you go.
Good job, buddy.
Aria Cunningham. Hey, come on up here. Hey. Hey, congratulations. Turn around and let Mom get a picture of us. There you go. Go this way. There you go. Congratulations.
Good job.
Okay, second grade, Gracie Turner. Gracie. Congratulations, Gracie. There you go. Kind of shocked me. We don't usually get that many applause and all up here. Somebody's mad all the time. Adriana Bradford. Adriana, hey. Congratulations, Adriana. There you go. Let Mom get a picture of us right here. There you go. Good job.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Next, Tyler Turner. Tyler? Congratulations, man. Turn around there and let Mom take a picture of us holding that. There you go. Good job.
Good job.
Good job, man.
Double.
Good job.
Emily's Johnston.
Good job.
Good job.
Mallory McDonald. Mallory, okay, right here at the front. Come here. Faith Rabb. Faith? Hey. You got a fan club too. Turn around and let Mom get the picture there. There we go. Got it? Okay. There we go.
Good job.
Okay, we go into the fourth grade now. Riley Black. Riley? Congratulations. There you go. Want to turn around and let Mom get a picture of us there? Got it? Come on. Congratulations. Emma Roberts. Emma? Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Emma. Don't turn around, let Mom take a picture of us. Peyton Giles. Did I say it right? Is that close? You got it? There we go. Congratulations.
Good job.
Good job.
Callie Ott. Callie, okay. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Turn around and let Mom get that picture of us. There you go. Congratulations. I got a gift here. Thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Anna Ruth Rouse.
Congratulations. Good job.
Good job.
Michaela Stinson. Michaela? Oh, right here on the front row. Turn around, let's get them right here. There we go. Congratulations.
Good job.
Good job.
Zoe Johnson. Zoe? Congratulations. Turn around there and get that.
Go, babe. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Okay, I think that's all of the recipients that are here tonight. I think there are a few that was unable to make it, and they will give those at the school. So thanks to the Ms. Freeman and Ms. McGill for the help they've given tonight. Scary thing about being the mayor is trying to pronounce some of the names these days, so that help is always appreciated. On behalf of the gentleman up here, we do appreciate it, and we're very serious in thanking you and the help that y'all give, because we know the parents and the grandparents are what kind of helps the backbone of our school system, something we're very proud of. Thank y'all for coming tonight. Take a couple of minutes to take photographs or whatever, and then we will go into the regular order of business, and I'd leave too if I could, so won't blame you. Thank you. Looks like everyone has had a chance to get their photographs and get on out the door, so it's 6:52, and we'll come kind of back to order. So, recognitions are over. I don't think we had anyone sign up to be on the agenda tonight, but I would like to open the floor to see if anyone would like to approach the council, and if so, when you approach, just, even though we know you, for our records, state your name and your address, and then tell us what the issue is, and we will try to see if we can provide any assistance.
All right, I hope you can. My name is Frances Westfall.
Yes,
I live
ma'am.
at 463 Vaughn Drive, north in Satsuma.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm here to ask for some flags to go down the middle of 43, just like the American flags, but I want Christmas flags. We don't have any Christmas decorations unless you go by the park that shows. And I was over in Daphne before Christmas, and they had them down the middle of 98, and it was magnificent. I know they do it on a bigger scale, but we can start little and add to it. They were they didn't have to say Merry Christmas. They were stars or Christmas trees or just the color. You know, we could say some of them were City of Daphne, so we could say City of Satsuma that could be put out at different times. I don't know what the cost is, but Mr. Perry purchased all of our American flags to go down the center. So, and he could use some help putting those out, by the way. He's retired now. So I'd like for the city to offer him some help. He's not ready to give it up yet. I talked to him, and he's not ready to give it up, but he could use some help putting those American flags out. It makes me feel so good when I drive down there and see all those flags. It's really nice, and I think the Christmas flags would help.
Yes, ma'am, we will take note. I would like to say, well, first, I've talked with Charles. I talked with him twice today. I understand that he is retired now, and, you know, we would like to have somebody could fill in those shoes. He's done it, makes Satsuma look very patriotic during those days.
Yes.
I do think we try to put out, I know we're a smaller city and it probably don't have quite the financial means that some of the others you may compare us to, but we do put out Christmas decorations. I mean, we try to decorate here at the city and put
the
some out and in the park and,
And we've got, 5 poles that have electricity to them? We don't have very many. I know that's what they told me years ago, because we only have the mounted lights on like 5 poles. And they're all in about the same area.
but it just so happens that Mr. Jones is here tonight and he might be able to shed some more light, but I really feel like we have a lot more than 5 that we put out, and we have looked at purchasing some type of flags, like coming around to the school and all, to do some decorations like for football games and all. And I certainly, you know, would love for us to be able to afford to do some.
Well, I would think that the flags would probably be a lot more affordable than electrical lights. So that was why I was so enthused over them. I said, well, we don't have, the things are in the ground already for the American flags. So
Yes,
we would have that, and all we'd have to do is get the poles and the flags. So
Perhaps we could look
and we
at
don't
something.
have
In
to
your
get-
idea, I'm not right.
we don't have to get
Good.
enough to go from end to end. We can
Perhaps a
space
little
them
at
out
each
to
end or
start with
something.
and just add to them.
Okay. Travis, would perhaps in the next time we're looking at some of that, could we look and see what we might be able to come up with and what the cost of some of those would be? And so maybe we can do that, but I guess I would like to find out how many, you know, the decorations that we put up on the poles, because I do know that we did add some of the poles, add power to some. And if we need to do more, perhaps we could increase that by a few. I know it's going to be something to probably take quite a long time to maybe do the whole city, but, I mean, your idea is good. I mean, certainly don't mind things coming.
Flags would be cheaper and could go ahead and do it. The American flags really look amazing going down through the city. So, and
Yes,
I'd
ma'am.
like to see the viaduct have something on it. You can't even tell that's Satsuma.
Yes, ma'am. That may be a little more difficult than buying some flags, but Your ideas
It's all concrete, but
Can we-
anyway, yeah.
can take,
If you just.
we take
just
note
think
of
about
it. I will. Thank
Okay.
you for your comment,
Thank
Ms.
you.
McFall. Nice seeing you. Okay, do we have anyone else who would like to come before the council? Yep, I think it might be, when we could get you up and maybe get you out of here pretty quick. How about that?
Hey, I'm Jordan Orr. I live at 9890 Dreamway Drive in Chunchula, and we have the Lot 5 on Juniper Avenue that we were requesting to vacate that unnamed road from.
Okay.
I came to the meeting last time just a day late.
Yeah, we wondered what happened to you. 'cause,
Yeah, I was
we
here.
thought you
Lights were
coming.
off, the doors were locked. I rushed from work, sorry.
Okay. Just for the record, George, would you like to make any comments regarding we had a public hearing, there was really no comment. We've received, to my knowledge, just for the record, we've received no comments from anyone, so there was no one opposed to the vacating of it. Nick, so you'll know, I don't know, did Jay mention this to you at all? It's a right-of-way which was an unopened right-of-way, and I think the city actually closed part of it years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
I think it was
talking-
2 years ago, and it's the lot next to ours.
I'm much older than you. You're talking 2 years ago. I'm talking about when they built Gold Leaf Church, about 40,
Okay.
40 years ago. They closed the end of it before it got down there. So, but yes, it really, there's really no way we can access it. It's of no use to us. And we've already looked at it with the past boards and all, and there's been no opposition. So, I guess with that being said, I think when is that the dividing line of your property, the way I understand it?
It
You don't-
runs right through our
Okay,
property.
you're on both sides. Well, I know one of the only questions, and it was up here, and they did not come on record, they just wanted to make sure if it went on down, could they have the same opportunities? And certainly whoever owns it could. But if you're on both sides of it, then I would say if we can get a motion to vacate it, since there's already been public hearing held on it, posted, joining property owners have been notified, and we can put in the record with no use of the city.
You want to go ahead and do it now?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll make the motion that we vacate the right-of-way at Juniper Avenue, Lot 5.
I'll second it, but we got an ordinance on 552. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, we can.
That's what,
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and get her out.
Yeah. So I'll second Randy's motion.
Okay. We're kind of going out of order, as Mr. Skelton said, but I think since all of us are here and in agreement, we can go ahead and do that. Under resolutions, ordinances, orders, and other business, B was the ordinance 552 to vacate the right-of-way, which we have been discussing, Lot 5 on Juniper. Without any further discussion, unless somebody has something, Mr. Little made a motion. It was seconded by Mr. Skelton to pass ordinance 552, which is the vacating of the said property that has been in discussion. I don't think, is there anything else needed? So with that being said, we'll call it to a vote. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Okay, it's vacated.
All right.
It's yours.
Thank you,
So I don't
guys.
think
I appreciate it.
you need anything from the city, come by. Either Ms. Jones here and/or George will help you get whatever you need to
Sounds
show
good.
this
Thank you, guys.
vacated.
Thanks.
Okay. Any other business? Ms. Callen, you have anything we need to? Okay, well, we appreciate you coming. All right, we are moving on down our agenda pretty quickly tonight. The next thing we have is reports, announcements from the mayor and council. This is generally where I will start off and kind of update the council on some of the things that we have going on. If anybody has anything they would like to stop me on, then please do so, and we will expand the discussion of what I'm going over. We have had some deaths in the community recently. Mr. Gary Shaw, who had lived there on Hartley Road many years ago, passed away this past week, so condolences to him and also the other families that's lost some loved ones here recently. One of our ongoing issues that we have had has been the Maple Street ditch that was, I think, started around 2018 and finished in 2019, if my records reflect. There's been some issues on that ditch that's ongoing for the last 3 years. We've increased the culvert from 1 to 2 to drain some water. We did some other improvements that we were required to do. Apparently, the city did not think at the time that a permit would be required, a Corps of Engineers permit would be required for the ditch and the black indigo snake, which we didn't do a study on to dig the ditch. I'm sure it was just an oversight, but in order to satisfy the requirements of the grant, we have had to go back and do a few things. We will have to pursue showing that there is no black indigo snake, which I don't think, I've never even heard of one here in Satsuma. And the ditch is basically just expanded where the water was at and kind of straightened the ditch up. I know it made it wider and a little bigger. But as we discussed here at a couple of our meetings and workshops, we reached out to Mr. Troy Ephraim and his firm to try to get us the proper documents from the Corps and Fish and Wildlife. And he sent out a person and met with Mr. Travis Jones and Mr. Elmore, and he has given us back an estimate of approximately $4,781 to handle all of the requirements to hopefully satisfy the grant. We've already discussed it. I just wanted to let y'all know, and I think that was within the money we said we would spend to try and bring this thing to a resolution. So with that being said, if y'all, unless anybody's changed, I would like to go ahead and just keep that going. Okay, thanks, no opposition. 3rd Street Drainage Project has been completed with the exception of the punch list, which we will have completed by the next council meeting, which it will be on, is that the 19th? Next council meeting? 20th? Which we will have on the 20th, and hopefully the 3rd Street will be, at that time, taken care of. The issue that we had brought before us about gold leaf and the improving the drainage, we found a culvert that was collapsed under the road and not draining. We had the culvert taken out, a new culvert has been installed. They have done that. They have paved back over a temporary paving and opened the street back up. The head wall has not been poured on that, but it's my understanding basically the head wall is all that's left to be done on that, and it will be completed. Is that pretty close? Right. So I said, put a temporary patch on it, but they will come back after it gives a few days to settle. Okay, the library job. We're still waiting on the windows to come in. I feel like I'm probably not be back on our agenda for a couple of meetings because it's going to take some time to get the sash in. George, was that anything else you can add? I think George met with or spoke with Mr. Tarver doing the job today.
Yes, sir. He said that he had just gotten off the phone with the company and he said 8 to 10 weeks.
The other job, we have continued to, or George has headed this up, the Veterans Monument out in front of City Hall. Y'all know we're trying to make some repairs there. And he spoke with the contractor this week who said we're still waiting on several, if we can get a few days of dry weather and not being cold, that they will do the job. But, we've had seems like either rains for a couple days and or turns cold, and they don't want to try to do the repair until it's a little bit warmer. Y'all may have noticed they did get the power washing done here at the City Hall over the weekend, and we are very soon to be completed with this job here. And did they give you a date on the doors that we're waiting on?
Called him this evening, he was calling the manufacturer, so hopefully I'll hear from him in a month. Originally, the last time I spoke to him, he said by the end of this week, but I'll know for sure tomorrow.
Well, it's taking a lot longer than we'd anticipated to get these things in. Please stay on top of that. Y'all may have noticed the pipe was delivered on the water sewer project on the west side of I-65. There's a little bit of machinery been put in place, so hopefully you'll see some real digging. I know the flagging and all of the property has already taken place, so we can, hopefully we'll see progress there soon. Did y'all look in your packet here tonight at the ramp that was built down at Steel Creek Lodge? We had that has been completed for the kayaks, canoes, small boats that can pull up beside it. I thought it looked pretty nice. It looks like it was really built real sturdy if you look at the lumber and all they used, and it was a lot of bracing and it feels real sturdy. I went down and looked at it, so letting y'all know we did get that taken care of. Driven Engineering has got the plans final. Understand that they will advertise for bids this month, given and they are projecting a bid opening to be held on March the 13th on the crossings that we had discussed at the past meeting. So we'll be interested to see how that project goes. Y'all know we discussed the replacing one of the three-phase air conditioners, the big units at Steel Creek Lodge. After the last meeting, we did give the go-ahead to Tommy Shields to purchase that, and we have already gave him the check to purchase I think it was American Standard unit, three-phase, $12,000, so hopefully that'll be in and come in pretty quickly. A reminder, on February the 15th, the bid openings for the sidewalk will take place here at City Hall. And I understand that we have 2, possibly 3 bidders on that project, which is better than we've been having on our projects. So I was really happy to hear that. One of the other things that has taken place, the restrooms for Wright Park and Baldwin Square that we have been discussing. The plans were sent out. We have several companies that have picked them up for bid. We're actually hoping 1 to 2 more will come in by the end of this week, and we are telling them that will be set for the first meeting, which will be on March the 5th, for the bid openings on the restrooms. So that is our goal, to have that the first meeting of March. The next thing is, I think we've set this for the second meeting of March. The audit should be completed before that. They have been here in the office the last few days, if any of you have been by. The same firm, Wilkins Miller. They probably could have it, they said, for March, the first meeting in March. But I think we had discussed doing it at the second meeting in March, a review of the audit, and come in a little early. We may even have to do it 5:30 to give an hour, because I think this audit because we spent a lot of money of the Go Mason, some of those things that we may have to spend a little time on. We just haven't in the past. But would it be okay with y'all if we made it the second meeting? Because our first meetings, we have the Lee students, we have hopefully a financial report that will be pretty detailed for you March the 1st. So with department heads' reports, key kids, and kind of having financial, so you'll have, start the basis for the audit that might help you have some questions. Is it okay if we just set it for that second meeting?
5:30?
I would think 5:30 might be best, at least
Which
no,
meeting?
5:45 at least, because I mean,
Which one?
for the second meeting in March, so we can meet with the auditor and just devote basically an hour to that.
March the 19th.
Yes, sir, that bid second meeting is March 19th. That's where I got that earlier when I stated that.
That's fine.
Okay. We will verify with them that the council has agreed to that, make sure their calendar is available that day. We'll give confirmation at the next meeting, but I feel like that's what we can do. Do y'all have any questions on anything else that we have going on, or? I mean, there's so much every day that around here, and some of these are just the bigger projects that we have. I just wanted to let you know how they were progressing. If there is no other or no questions, that's all I have. Everything else should be covered by the department heads. So with that being said, we will move to public services and go to Mr. Little.
Mayor, the sanitation department, we have been working on number 2 boom truck, doing a few repairs on it. And the number 8 sanitation truck, fuel tank, got some issues with it. But other than that, normal stuff as far as that department. The building department, we had 23 new permits for January, 56 building and trade inspections. We had 5 nuisance complaints, and we had a total of 43 total open permits in that month of January. And also, I've got the seniors report, and we still getting a dozen to 15 participants on Tuesdays and Thursdays mornings. The Meals on Wheels program delivered 672 meals for the month of December to 42 different participants. They were closed for 3 days for the holidays. And the senior transportation bands made 61 trips to different medical and social appointments. And our new bus has been decaled, and our second bus is approved and scheduled to be done also. I think that's all that I have.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Little. Moving to public safety, Mr. Butler.
Okay, this week, we're with Chief Waits and Captain Moss. We're training in Montgomery for this week. And in the firefighters Gantt, we got SCBAs for $107,565. You know, that's for all of the grants that Captain, the chief has been trying to do. And also in the fire department for the month of January, we had calls for service, 95, emergency medical calls, 62, fire-related calls, 7, stretcher fire, 2, vehicle fire, none, motor vehicle accidents, we had 6, mutual aid given 2, mutual aid received 1, and other calls, we got 17 calls. For the hazardous materials, we had 2. Water rescue was none. And for overlapping calls, we had 17. In the police department, for the calls for the month of January, we had calls for service, 642 calls. Felony cases, we had 8. Felony arrest, 0. Misdemeanors cases, we had 55. Misdemeanor arrest, we had 27. Misdemeanor arrest, 27. Traffic accidents, 5. Traffic citations, 167. Municipal ordinance citations, we had 3. calls for the service for the previous month, we had 609, and calls for service for 2023, we had 662. And I think that's all I have now.
Okay, that takes care of public safety. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Moving to administration with Mr. Skelton.
I don't have anything at this time.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Ms. Reese was apparently unable to attend tonight, so we will, we got the library dinner on Monday, the 19th, regarding parks. Like I said, the dinner at the library, we wanted to make sure we make you aware of that on the 19th. The parks, as I said, we're looking at the work that's getting the restrooms that we've been discussing, I know for 3 years now, added. Hopefully, we can have that under construction soon. Public Works,
Mayor, as usual, Mr. Jones and the Public Works Group's been hard at work. They've ran the leaf vacuum throughout the city, cleaned ditches and drains throughout the city, picked up paper along Road 43, repaired a lot of the signs in the city, picked up limbs, repaired potholes, and they even had time to help assemble the picnic tables at the library. That's all I got, Mayor.
okay. In the back of the packet that Mr. Jones had, since if you don't mind me just continuing on what you're talking about, if y'all will look, the last sheet should show some streets. I've asked Alan with Civil Southeast if he could just prepare us a rough figure on what we would be looking at on some of these.
Mayor, I don't have that sheet.
Okay. All right, well, last week, I'll get you a copy of this so you can see it. The streets that have been brought up by the council members or by the street department, kind of a wish list of the streets that we have coming up. You know, we have the crossings and all that Driven Engineering is doing now. But we're looking at possibly Marlow from Baker Road to Braxton. Obviously, Baldwin Street we've discussed, and we're trying to work that on the RAA grant. Ryle Street from Juniper to Vaughn Drive south. Margiana to the end of Dolphin. I didn't know we added that one, Travis. Margiana, I didn't recall us discussing that. Okay. All right, Hartley Road, from where it stopped, the new pavement, down to where it joins into 43 on the south end of the city. The intersection of Pine and Laurel at Whidden, we've had multiple complaints where the water stands there and there's potholes. So we'd like to figure out just, you know, what
Where'd that
streets,
list come from, Mayor?
just where we've had complaints and where it's been brought up here before to council.
There's some roads that need to be added to that.
Okay. Just to get a rough cost of it, what roads would you like to?
I'll
Good
bring you a list. I've mentioned some to you in the past, but I'll write them back down.
All right, well, without spending, we basically know if we're just resurfacing a road, what it's gonna cost to run in foot, so we just gotta get the measurements of the road and kind of get us in the ballpark, so.
Yeah, I
we
didn't
know
hear
what-
Powers or,
That's on pay-as-you-go, that's not for us. You talk about Powers and Thomas,
okay.
that's on pay-as-you-go. This is for municipal, not through the, pay-as-you-go program. So, like the end of Hartley and all was taken out of the pay-as-you-go. I mean, it was exceeded the streets that we have is going to take up the money. So that was just some things in order to get what we had already discussed, so. But we're open to any streets that are needing, so we would like to get some paving, you know, and without knowing exactly, at least getting a cost estimate of some of it is kind of hard to move forward. So, but I did want y'all to know that we are looking at trying to figure out the cost of some of those so we can move forward with some paving projects. All right. Moving for items for discussion and/or consideration, payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $80,476.25.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, second by Mr. Phillips to pay the bills in the set amount of $80,476.25. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
B, discussion and consideration of Brittany Allen attending municipal court officials class on May the 2nd and 3rd. Is that the one that's going to be held here in Mobile? So that would be local. She'll just be attending the class. What is the cost of the?
$220.
All right, Mr. Skelton, sound like you are.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, sir.
I'll second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, second by Mr. Butler to approve the, Ms. Allen attending the municipal court officials class on those days for the cost of approximately $220. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. All right, resolutions, ordinances, orders, and other business. We only have one left, and that's a resolution 2024-0201, and that's surplus equipment from the fire department. I believe he listed a couple of generators that he was talking about getting rid of that we no longer need. That's it. It says a Honda generator, two Honda generators, a compressor. The fire chief asked us to be added. Y'all okay with it?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Butler, seconded by Mr. Skelton to pass resolution 2024-02-01, which is the sale of surplus fire equipment. I don't think, just, we introduced it tonight, you know, do we need to do a roll call vote to, since it was just introduced, and bring it up, or?
No.
I don't think anybody's gonna have any objection to it, so, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay. Well, I agree with y'all, I can't imagine there being opposition to that. Like I said, we have a couple of good bid openings coming up in the next few weeks, and hopefully we can get some good bids in. It has been promising that we actually have people coming to bid. For, y'all know, for a year or so, we were having difficulty getting anyone to come bid any of the projects. I think there's a municipal dinner to be held in Creola next Thursday night. So you need to make sure that you let them know. That's next week. So,
Put me
no, the
down.
week after, right? It's
Yeah.
the third Thursday of the month, which will be the 15th. So it'll be a week from Thursday night. Please let them know if you'd like to attend. We've addressed all the business that was to come before the council tonight. I don't know of anything else. Does anybody have any other business? Good. All right, oh, thank you. I thought you had something else. I was going to say, okay.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Little and seconded by Mr. Skelton. We'll adjourn. Thank y'all for attending.
See you guys all as well.
All right, Nick, good seeing you.
Oh, you do?